Hello there. I am going to make some sourdough blondies with brown butter and toasted walnuts. So I'm going to get these walnuts in the oven, and I'm going to start browning my butter over here. So if you've never browned butter before, you want to heat it medium heat, not too high, and you want to let it all melt, and it's going to get foamy, and then you're going to see it start to kind of separate a little bit, and you're going to get all the brown bits, and it's delicious. So I'm going to get that going, get my ingredients together, and I'll show you how to make them. Okay, the butter's browned and my nuts are toasted. So I want to show you. I'm going to take those out and just let them sit here on the stove for a minute. You can see those are toasted up nicely. You saw them lightly toasted. And I want to show you what the brown butter looks like. So can you see how it's kind of separated? And actually, I'm going to bring my camera over this way so you can see it even better. And see how there's like those brown bits. And you can actually smell it. It smells a little nutty, and it's going to be delicious. Let's go mix it up. Okay, this butter smells so good. I'm pouring it into some brown sugar. I'm just going to scrape the pan. Get that all in there. Sorry, I'm backwards. Sorry, guys. Let me just put this down because it's kind of hot. On the towel, I've got my eggs ready. I've got my dry ingredients ready. All right, so we're just gonna mix the butter and the brown sugar together. This recipe does have a little bit of brown sugar. I'm doubling the recipe to make a 13 by 9. All right, so I'm gonna mix that in. And then we're gonna add the eggs. We're gonna whisk them up. So I've got 2 eggs. We're gonna whisk those in. And we wanna really mix that up really well. I'm actually sitting at the table, but I like to stand up and really beat it. There we go. Mix that in really well. And then we're going to add vanilla extract. This is vanilla that I got from Azure, and it's really smells good. It's really nice vanilla. This is a really vanilla-y recipe. So make sure we get all that in. All right, and then we're gonna mix that in, and then I'm gonna grab my sourdough starter. So I need half a cup of that. Vanilla was a little drippy. Sorry, guys. All right. Sourdough starter. Half a cup. We're going to get that in here, and we're going to whisk that in as well. Scrape it out so we get it all. And then this sourdough starter is going to go in the fridge for a few days because I'm not going to use it again. So I had fed it last night because I knew I was going to be making something, and I'll pop it back in the fridge. I'm going to leave it there. Maybe I'll make some bread or something on the weekend. All right, I'm going to beat that all in. Can you see that really nicely? And let's see if I get anything. Butter, brown sugar, eggs, vanilla, salt. Okay, so now in this bowl, I have flour, salt, and baking powder. And so I'm gonna get that in here. And that, I'm actually going to kind of stir it in. And then I'm going to add some chocolate chips and those toasted walnuts. And it's going to be quite yummy. We'll get it in the oven and get it baked. I am ready to add the chips. So I mix this really well. It smells wonderful from the butter and the brown sugar. Now, I don't normally do this much sugar in recipes, but I was invited to a friend's tomorrow, and she's having a get-together, and I wanted to bring a really nice dessert. So I found this recipe. It sounded yummy. So I'm going to now take my toasted walnuts. These are nice organic walnuts that I found from Thrive Market that actually came from a regenerative farm. So I thought that would be kind of probably really yummy walnuts. And toasting them up a little bit brings out some more flavor in them. And I think the toasted walnuts, along with the carameliness of the brown butter and the brown sugar, it's almost like a caramely, gooey. The batter feels that way. It feels caramely and gooey. So I'm thinking when it bakes, it's going to be like that. So I have a parchment lined sheet pan, 13 by 9 pan, and I'm going to pour my batter in, and we'll get that in the oven. So I'm just going to pour this in here. I'll have to experiment with this recipe and see if I could use coconut sugar in it, maybe. And that has a lower glycemic index. I could use less brown sugar. I just don't think it'll come out quite as caramely if I do. And like I said, once in a while, for a treat, I will do this. And I'm not going to eat the whole pan of them. There's going to be a lot of people at this get-together. Everyone will probably have a little taste. And it'll be great. So, yeah. So, let me scrape all this in. And I'm going to pop them in the oven at 325. And I will show you the finished brownies. Blondies are done and out of the oven. They're delicious. You can see the pan. Better yet, I'll show you this. They are really, really yummy. Caramely. It's like almost like a butterscotchy kind of caramely with the chocolate chips and the nuts. It's a winner. I think it's going to be a hit at my friend's party, and I'll let you know. God bless you. I hope you're having a great day. Check out the links below. And if you are worried about preparing in these times, once in a while a sweet treat is good to have on hand. If you have these things in your pantry, you could make it, even if you were stuck home in an emergency. So check out the link below for the information about my free checklist and my pantry toolkit. I will talk to y'all soon. Have a great day.